Peace to the family. This is Brandon B. Dixon, man. I'm coming to you while I have a chance, to do this Power of Ownership podcast, man. I've been meaning to do this since like last week, man. I've just been swamped. I appreciate people coming out to the Wealth Wednesdays that we have. We're going to do the Wealth Wednesdays, the second and the fourth Wednesdays of every month. Let's check and see if we live everywhere first before I go in on my rant. Okay, cool. We live. Let me see what's up with this Twitter, man. Let me see what's up with this Twitter before we go all in. Okay, yeah, we live, man. All right, so man, I just want to go over a few topics real quick. Let's pay the bills first, man. Let's go over everything. First of all, my name is Brandon B. Dixon. MLS 1541210. I'm at Billionaire Loan Officer on all social media, man. Please go ahead and subscribe, like, join everything. At Billionaire Loan Officer on YouTube as well, man. I got two shows. House Tours Lux with CJ the Realtor, and I have Behind the Sauce, man. So more episodes of Behind the Sauce are coming soon, man. I just been it's that busy season for loans, man. So boom, I'm getting everything together. I've been training new people. Boom, we getting it together, man. If you're ready for a mortgage, go to my website, www.applywithb.com. Go ahead and start kick the green apply now button. Go and get started. Also, you can hit me at any time, 832-775-8357. Call me 24/7. I'm married to this game, man. I'm dedicated. I'm deliberate. So I'm different, man. This ain't hokey pokey for me. Right foot in, right foot out, man. I'm in this thing, 7 years strong. Again, go to my website, whatstodaysrates.com, if you want to check out today's rates, man. Why pay more, man? Always shop your rates, and we're always going to have the best rates, period. Also, the collaboration of a competition, the next event, boom, it's official. It's going to be June the 3rd. We're doing a realtor. We're doing a customer appreciation day. So we're going to have free crawfish. We're going to have drinks on deck. We're going to have a live DJ on the ones and twos. We're going to have a fun dog show that's judged by George Mosley. Man, so come on out. We're going to have some free giveaways. We're going to have first prize winners to the winners of the dog show. Come on out. It's going to be fun in the sun. We're going to go out and kick it. Have a good time. June 3rd at the Powder Cake. That's on Brickmore Street. That's right there in Memorial, Houston, West Houston. Come check it out. Also, don't forget to join us. Wealth Wednesdays at the Cannon, man, every second and fourth Wednesday. So we're going to start doing it the second and the fourth Wednesday of every month, man. So we have some positive feedback about that. I'm going to continue going with that, man. Wealth Wednesdays, if you want to learn about private equity banking, you want to learn about side hustles, you want to learn how to keep the wealth, you want to learn about business lines of credit. I got business lines of credit up to $1 million, man. It's crazy. So Wealth Wednesdays at the Cannon, man. So let's go and get into it real quick. Again, I'm so swamped. I still got to work on 2 or 3 loans before I get, actually go to sleep here. So hopefully I can get to sleep before midnight here. But that's, future billionaire problems, man. So let's go ahead and kick it, man. Let me go ahead and get this banner up, and we go ahead and rock and roll on the subject. But I really wanted to get these out before it gets too dated. There's a couple of current events, man. I wrote down what I want to say, and I'm probably going to chop these up and put these on short form on the gram and on TikTok. But let's start off with this. ABC. I want to talk about ABC. Always be creating. Billionaires and millionaires create opportunities. They don't wait for opportunities to fall in their lap. I see a lot, especially with even my generation. Let me go ahead and raise my hand. Generation X, I see some millennials and a lot of zillennials. They sit around and wait for things to happen. It's never going to happen. You have to create your own opportunities. There's opportunities everywhere. So nothing's going to happen by random or accident. Nothing is going to fall into your lap. You got to snap out that dream. Anything you want to do in life or anything you want to have in life, you got to make it so. and you got to create your own opportunity. You know, I'm tired of people listening to people sitting around waiting. What are you waiting on? These are seconds, these are days that you're never gonna get back. Ever. I don't even want to be around people like that nowadays. They're sitting there waiting, pushing things back. Oh, not right now. And oh, the market's down. And man, there's plenty of opportunity in a down market. The market's always going to ebb and flow. But you got to switch your game. Just like Tiger Woods. That's the reason why, and Michael Jordan, the reason why they're so cold at what they do is that they're able to switch the game. When their jump shot's not working, they go to the hole. If they, the inside game's not working, the post game not working, they do the jump shot. So you always got to be able to switch up and create ways to win. You always got to create ways to win. Stop crying about what's not there and start making things for you to be there. Always be creating. And then if you're having problems with creativity, you're not married to the game. You're flirting. You got to be married to this game. You got to be married to what you want to be. You got to commit. Just like a marriage, if you really love that person, you're going to find a ways to keep it fresh. That's what happened with this social media stuff. That's what happens with this business. Don't forget that I'm echoing the great Kevin Samuels that digital footprint, IG, all that other stuff, that's like your phone number nowadays. If you're in business and you don't have an IG, you don't have a digital footprint, then you're a dinosaur. You're gonna be extinct. Don't forget they used to have a big book when I was a kid called the Yellow Pages. They used to drop them off at the doors. That shit is gone. It's changed. You can't have yesterday's mind frame in today's game. You got to look at it 10 years ahead of time. What's going to be happening 10 years from now when AI is taking over? So those door knockers, those cold callers, those people that's still stuck in the analog society, you're going to fall by the wayside. Dinosaurs ruled the earth one time, supposedly. Ruled the earth at one point, and they died off. So you got to get creative. You got to adapt. You got to survive. It's changed. There is no big yellow book that comes to your door anymore. We have this thing. Better adapt to it. So always be creating, man. If you got a problem with creative, find a W-2. Let's be just straight up. But get somebody else to take the risk for you. You're not built for this at that point. Let's be all the way 100. So always be creating. If you got a problem with creating, you have no business being an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs love to create, love to see their fruit, love to taste the fruit of it. I love to see the fruits blossom of the seeds that I planted, watered, nurtured, and came to fruition. Love it. So I have no problem with creating. I have no problem trying something, and I have no qualms about risk taking. I'm a true entrepreneur. Why not? And I'm going to echo Kevin Samuels before I close this segment. Kevin Samuels said, I will try, I will fail again, but I will not regret. Because when you regret, when you're on your last breath, the only thing you can think of is what you didn't do. You got one shot at this thing. Why not go hard? Why not go for the gusto? I'm not playing conservative, man. I'm playing to win. I'm not playing not to lose. I'm playing to win. All right. Next segment. I'm going to keep this thing organized, keep it tight and organized. I was listening to Matt Ishbia. People that don't know who Matt Ishbia is, he's the newly acquired owner of the Phoenix Suns. He owns UWM, one of our biggest partners as a broker. He owns the biggest wholesale lending what would you say, business in the United States. I was listening to his speech when I was in Detroit, and he says, keep going. That's his words. Keep going. Keep going. Too many people make plays. They have one good year. They have one good, quarter. Then they stop. They rest on their laurels. You'll never get to the next level if you stop and you rest on your laurels. You got to keep going. Keep going. And Matt Ishbia, they just came out with 2 new products. When I was there in Detroit with them, they had came out with the 1% down conventional. Then he came out with 2 new things a week ago. He just keeps breaking ground and keeps coming out with new stuff and keeps trying new things. And he's never, this dude's a multi-billionaire. What drives him? Why does he keep going? Why does he keep inventing? Why does he keep leading the pack? Because somebody's right behind you trying to take your place. So you can't just make one play. That's like you playing basketball, I make one dunk and then I'll go run back on defense. You'll never win the game like that. You got to keep going. Keep going. The game never stops. I want to stop when I'm dead. You got to be dedicated and deliberate. You know, why not? Because don't forget, my mentor, Mattress Mac, always used to say this. Work is life's greatest therapy. They say, you know why prisoners work and stuff? Not to make license plate. They don't need license plate. It's to give them some kind of peace of mind as far as doing something. You know, if we sat there and played video games all day, we would be, the depression rate would go through the roof. People are happier when they're productive. Think about it. Matt Ishbia doesn't have to work a day in his life again. Why does it keep going? Why does all these billionaires keep going? Why is Oprah keep creating shows? Why does Tyler Perry keep creating shows? Why do they keep creating? Why do they keep going? Why does McDonald's keep advertising? Why does, all these big corporations, they keep going? Why is that? And I don't get it. I don't get why these people, they have one good quarter and you got an extra couple of dollars in the bank and you stop. You chill. Look at the word chill. Chill means you're slowing down your movement. When you chill meat, you stop the atoms from moving and it starts, it's frozen at that point. It doesn't move. You never hear, anybody that knows me, I've never in my life said, when somebody calls me on the phone, what you doing? Chilling. I'll never say that. I say grinding. Or I'm still at it. And that's how I'm going to be till I die. I'm never going to chill. Dead meat chills. Why are you so intrigued to chill? Why are you rushing to go home to chill? Why to do nothing? You can do nothing when you're dead. I don't get the mind frame. Keep going. Keep going. If you're an entrepreneur, you want to be top 1%, keep going. Don't stop till you die. And let the people after you write your history. Let the people after you make your mark. That's the only way you're going to do it. Keep going. All right, next segment. I'm going to keep this thing tight, man. I got about 5 or 6 things, man. I want to keep it tight. This is a funny one. Let me get to this one right here, man, because this is ridiculous. I don't get this right here. I had to write this down. This is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. Maybe I'm from a different generation. I'm from Gen X. So I've even had quote unquote friends of mine to kind of take shots at me. You know what I mean? So I don't get it. But let's address this. For people that don't know, Meta came out with the blue check services a couple of weeks ago. I would say about a month now. And people, oh, well, you brought your blue check? You damn right. You damn right I brought a blue check. Because first of all, I never really applied for the blue check, but I see what is the value of it. The value of a blue check, because I got tired of, you get people that clone you. You got these hackers that they go into your customers' DMs or your realtor's DM and they post it as if they were you, and they send it to some crypto site. And I got tired of people, hey, is this you? Hey, did you message me? No, it ain't message me. That's a bot. So for people that's in business, this provides a service that people know that when you see that blue check, it's really you. So I don't understand the social thing about it. And second of all, I don't pay for it. My customers pay for it. I'm in business. I don't get why this is a bad thing. My customers pay for my blue check. It's $15 a month. Wouldn't you pay $15 a month to ensure that your customers are protected from scammers? What are we doing here? Are we serious? So we take a shot. Oh, you pay for a blue check? You're damn right. My customers did. Because I want them to know that when I message them or when I send them something or I send them a link for my event, that this is really for me. That I'm not going to be in Russia at some cryptocurrency. Send me money. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I don't get the social thing. Maybe I guess I try to have empathy. Or I guess what it is that I guess the blue check was a status symbol or some sort of stuff like that in order to get it. But if it's available, why not get it? I see. Do you not see the value of it? You spend $15 on a chicken sandwich, but you can't spend $15 on to protect your customers? Seriously? Never mind, man. Next subject. we on some other stuff, man. Let's talk about this. This is a hot button. I got 2 hot button topics. Let's knock them out back to back, and let's try to end on a positive note here. But let's knock the meat out real fast on this one. Let's talk about high income skills, man. I need a lot of y'all to stop the cap. Stop the cap, man. You know, I don't know if y'all realize that a lot of realtors and LOs that we can see our numbers. And you're not gonna be able to fake your way to the top. That fake it till you make it stuff, that's false. You know, and I'm bringing this to the head. How are you gonna be a high income professional and you don't have high income skills? How's this gonna happen for you? How can you have skills of a telemarketer? Telemarketers make $40,000 a year. How can you have a clerk skill set and try to make $500,000 a year? How's it gonna happen? Luck. That's what y'all hoping for. That all the stars align, and all of a sudden $500,000 drop in your lap one year, and then you're on easy street. How's this gonna happen for you? How, if you don't educate yourself, you don't deliberately master your craft, you randomly do stuff and then expect to be the top of your game and the top of the bell curve as far of the 1% of what we're doing over here. You hokey pokey in with this. You left foot in, left foot out, and you think you're gonna rise to the top, the cream to the top, or you just hoping for some beer money. So if that's the case, say that. Don't pretend like you one of us. So if you don't have high, and it's crazy. It's almost like somebody coming from out the stands and hopping on the basketball court and think they're gonna play with LeBron now. You don't have the skills. You've never dribbled the ball for longer than an hour. You've never been in the gym. So how you go play in the NBA? What training have you done? What skills have you demonstrated? Have you made more than $100,000 a year? Have you made more than $50,000 a year? And then where's the leap? How are you going to go from making $20 an hour to making $1 million next year? How that's going to happen? You do better. You do better with scratch offs. You do better with lottery hoping and wishing. We got to snap out this dream, man. In order to make that type of income, you have to have that type of skill set. You think these CEOs just because somebody liked them? I mean, it's who you know, yeah. But it's not the right place, right time, all that fantasy stuff, that Disney, whatever you watching, that y'all need to get out that TV, man. And get into reality. You got competence gets compensated. You don't have a degree at such and such. You're not a doctor. You're not a lawyer. You didn't pay your dues to get to this education. You didn't pass these tests. You didn't pass the bar, and you want to make more than these people has that professional skill set. How are you going to be in a sales business? What this is mostly is real estate, and you don't have a high skill set as far as sales. You never studied sales. You never been in any courses. How is this going to happen? We got to stop the delusion. Stop the cap. Wake up. How you ain't spent no money on your education? You need to, and all of a sudden you're going to be a master at the game. How is this going to happen? We got to stop it, man. We got to do better than this. So I studied for years. I'll tell you about me. Even though I own my own business for 15 plus years, I made an M in my 20s. Look it up. I took a step back to study under Mattress Mac to get better at the game. I worked for him for 6 years. Most people think I'm nuts, but I learned and earned at the same time. How do I do big ticket sales? How do I run a big scaled operation? I wanted to learn that. How would I do that just coming from a mom and pops type set where I did well? How do I scale to that billion? I paid my dues. People going out here and I'm gonna just make $1 million. I'm gonna see. And then if it don't happen, I'm on to something else. Then you're on to something else. You didn't put in no hours. What is it? Malcolm Gladwell said, in order to master something, you have to put at least 10,000 hours in. And I see people do this for a weekend, get a license, think that's going to make you $1 million. That don't mean nothing. The license is the beginning. It's not a golden ticket, Willy Wonka. That means the work begins, not ends. So you need that high level, high earning skill set in order to make that type of money. Stop fooling yourself. Stop fooling yourself. Next subject. This is really a shot at my generation. I'm kind of disappointed in my generation, Gen X. I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone. I called him like 6 o'clock in the morning. I just couldn't sleep because this was on my mind. Kind of, our generation hadn't stepped up and led like I want to. I want us to. So I'm gonna take it upon myself to lead. We run away from stuff too much. And I think that's not really a super masculine thing to do when you run away from the problems or avoid the problems or act like put your head in the sand like the problems don't exist. Let me tell a story, and then I kind of tied this all together. I was watching the In the Snowfall, and I like the parallel in how how it describes our generation. One of the main characters, he was in a drug game. He fell off. We know about that, and he fell all the way off. But his right hand man, he ran. He went to Ghana instead of facing the problem. He knew about what he was doing was wrong, and instead of using his money to address the problem that he made off of the game, he went to another continent, and he ran away from it. When he came back, the neighborhood was destroyed. So, and that's kind of with us. We stick our head in the sand, we run away from it, we don't address it. Especially in our community. We go ahead and make that money, and it's destroying our community. You watching the community get destroyed and not saying nothing. Well, as long as it don't affect my family. Well, such none of my family like that. But don't you realize that as a community, your image affects all of us. Our image affects all of us, and nobody's saying anything. What does this have to do with business? What does this have to do with ownership? making it hard on all of us by not saying anything, by nobody stepping up, by everybody cowering. Makes it hard on all of us. Now, I have to work even harder because I got an image that has nothing to do with me. Because we share the same skin color, I gotta overcome this stuff because what's out there is totally different than how I grew up. However, people associate stuff with what they see on TV. We can fight it or we can acknowledge it and get better. Which one are you gonna do? We need to stop sticking our head in the sand. I was talking to a childhood associate, and I was telling him about some of the stuff I seen on social media. You know, we both have daughters. I think he has 3 or 4 daughters. I have 1 daughter, and I'm like, man, you know, look what's going on with the social media, how TikTok, blah blah blah. Well, none of my, it's not about you. It's about us. You don't get it? Don't forget that while you're on this earth, while you're on this third density, you're supposed to try to make this thing at least 1 degree better than when you found it. All this me stuff, don't forget what's done for you. This is Albert Pike. What's done for you dies with you. What's done for others lives forever. And we got this me stuff going on. You know? That's why we're not growing. This is our particular generation dropped the ball. We really dropped the ball, man. And I'm disappointed in our generation. And I'm about to do better. I don't care if it costs me a little. We're so scared to lose money. We're so scared to offend. Where does this come from? We got to do better, man. We got to stand up and stop being scared to lose a little bit of money. Stop being scared to offend. And we need to set things right. I've seen other coaches do this. But we're so scared. We want a BMW. We want luxury. And then when we get luxury, we get on top of luxury just to say I'm better than somebody else. Come on, man. Next subject, man. I want to keep this high and tight. I didn't want to keep this over 30 minutes, man. Last one. Let me get out of here, man. I noticed this generation, and I think it's from the leadership, and this kind of going to the next, the last topic. And I think it's a result of our failed leadership at Generation X. We kind of let the millennials down. We let these zillennials down as well. Because we glorify the shine and we don't glorify the grind. Look at what's going on social media. All you see is the fruit. All you see is the money to the ear. All you see is the hopping out the Lambos. But what did it take to get there? What does it take to form that company? All the ins and outs. When we do get there, we want to charge people for it. All right, this is what you need to do. Take my course, $10,000. Why not glorify the grind? Why not glorify the hard work that it takes to get here? The years and years of grinding, the years and years of growing your company from nothing, from obscurity to making it mainstream. We just see the mainstream. What about coming from obscure? And that's kind of what I'm doing on behind the sauce. I'm showing you from obscurity to mainstream, how the grind is long. Embrace it. Love it. Because it's not going to end. It's going to be continuous. It's a continuous thing. Every day is a battle and every day is a blessing. Enjoy the battle. Enjoy the battle. And again, I'm not going to keep y'all too long. With that, don't forget to tune in. I'm not going to plug everything. Y'all know where I'm at. Say peace.